Hi, friends. This is Wendy Harrop, and welcome to the Say Yes to Yourself podcast. On the Say Yes to Yourself podcast, you'll hear stories from women just like us who are adding the practice of saying yes in their daily lives in big and small ways, and as a result, are experiencing the truth that everybody wins when you say yes to yourself. Saying yes to yourself is a graceful unfolding, an intentional becoming of the very best version of you. It is my hope that in these conversations, we are able to find our truth and be inspired and empowered to live our very best lives. I'm so excited to go on this journey with you, and I look forward to finding a bit of our own story in each other's. Hello, friend. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm so delighted to have you here, and I'm so delighted that we're in it. We are in the beginning of spring. I'm so excited. Of course, there's still snow on the ground, but I know change is coming. I can feel the shift. The sun is coming up earlier. The days are warmer. There's a chance for snow to melt before more falls. And I love the energy of the change in seasons. Growing up in California, I just didn't even know that this was a thing, but you can feel the shift. There's also a shift in my calendar. All of my yummy, delicious travel has begun. I had my wedding in Vermont last week, and this week I am preparing for a very fabulous 12-day cruise to Panama. So fun, super excited, and have gorgeous things on the calendar, including this amazing charity dinner in celebration of International Women's Day. It's at the Langham in Boston. It's such a beautiful event, and I just have to tell you about this organization that they support. It's called the Women's Lunch Plate, and it is an organization that is committed to providing lunches for homeless women in Boston, but they partner with some of the top female chefs in the city, and the chefs make the lunch, and it is served in a beautiful dining room with gorgeous linens and beautiful servingware and flatware and glassware, and it is just a celebration of dignity and beauty and women, and it is an easy yes for me to support this organization and to be a part of this amazing dinner. So if you're local, let me know, and I will make sure that you are on their mailing list, because this gorgeous event is so fabulous. I've gone, I think this is my fourth time, and it's just beautiful. 7-course dinner. Each of the acclaimed chefs take on one course and make beauty, and the people we meet, oh, it's so fun. Okay, there's your commercial for the things that I'm doing. Of course, they do not support or sponsor the podcast, but they support me by inviting me every year to be a part of this delicious, gorgeous experience and event. So I just like to tell you what I'm up to because it's always so fun. And today's guest is so fun, and she is up to really fun things. And we are doing something fun together coming up that you can actually be a part of too. Eek! It's so fun. So today we have Marile Borden. She is a lifelong creative and the founder of Metal Creative Services, where she helps startups and Fortune 500 companies turn complex ideas into clear, compelling brand stories. Long before online communities were mainstream, she co-founded Moms Who Need Wine, growing it to more than 800,000 members and earning national media attention by tapping into the power of authentic connection. She is a natural entrepreneur and she continues to reinvent herself, most recently launching the Getaway Bar, a vintage Italian tap truck bringing joy to events across New England. Through every chapter, Marile's story is about following curiosity, trusting creativity, and building things that bring people together. And this Italian tap truck is so darling. I totally want one. But she and her husband are bringing theirs to our summer solstice white party. Ah, so fun. So get out your calendar, save the date for June 20th. Go to the link in the show notes and save your seat for our dreamy summer solstice white party. Beautiful dinner in the field under a white tent. We're all wearing white. There'll be a sound bath. There'll be authors. Some of the guests on our podcast will be there. Marile's fabulous champagne truck will be there. We're going to make flower crowns out of my peonies. It is dreamy, dreamy, dream, dream. You want to be there, and you are going to also love hearing this glorious conversation with my new friend, Marile. Marile, I am so excited for this conversation for so many reasons. I'm thrilled because we live close to each other, which is always so fun to make a friend that I can actually hang out with in person as well. And you are doing something that I want to do also, which is so great. And this day in particular, my entrepreneurial idea factory of a mind is in high production. Ever
Awesome.
since I got up at 4:45 this morning, my journaling, I just pages and pages and pages of journaling. I didn't meditate clearly, as you can tell, but I'm not even that caffeinated. I am just high on my own supply. So I am certain we are going to solve all the world's problems
Love it.
in
I'm
this
ready.
conversation, one glass of champagne at a time. So
I'm
thank you for
ready.
being here.
And we have matching glasses, I just noticed.
Oh my gosh, I love that. These are my computer glasses for those watching on YouTube. They're not as cute as my really beautiful frames that I got in France, but I'm glad we're twins. So good. Okay, so please let's start by asking, how are you saying yes to yourself in this season?
Well, at the moment, I am saying yes to myself by, at 53 years old, deciding to buy a wine truck
So good.
and make myself a professional party goer along with my husband.
Yay! I
So,
love that.
why do retirement like everybody else? It's our first year of empty nesting. Why sit back and relax
Oh my
when you can
gosh.
own a wine truck?
Right? And what a perfect ploy to get your kids to come back on all of their school breaks if you have the drinks.
True. It's true.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I love this for you. And I, like I said, am very interested in also having a wine truck, a champagne, beautiful
Yeah, I should say cocktails,
art,
mocktails, lemonade,
all
Italian,
the
all
things,
of the things. Yes.
all the
Calling
things.
it a wine truck is fun.
It is so fun. So tell us how you came up with this idea. When did this start? And the other thing that I want to say that I love is that you're doing it with your husband. I think that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So, well, it's funny how it started. So in June, our very good friends of ours. So backstory, my best friend from college married my husband's best friend from college.
How fun are you
I know,
guys?
right? And they live in New Jersey and they have a daughter the same age as ours who graduated high school. And in June, they had a graduation party and they had a wine truck at their graduation party. And we did not go to the party, but we were sent pictures the next morning. And my husband and I were in two different parts of the house. And my one friend is sending me pictures, and her husband is sending my husband pictures simultaneously. And we both immediately looked at it and went, oh, we could do that. And so I'm upstairs and he's downstairs, and I start texting him pictures. Did you see this? And he was already like researching. And so yeah, then we just sort of thought about it for not very long, a few weeks, did a little bit of research, how do we get one of these? How does it work? What's the risk? What's the cost? What are the benefits? Could we really do this? And sitting at a brewery one afternoon, we got an email from the guy who we had spoke to who makes them. And he said, does the manufacturing and the importing. And he said, I've got one left in this batch. And we were like, all right, we're in.
Oh my gosh.
And that was probably the end of June. So it was probably like 3 weeks time that all happened.
You're my new favorite people. I love people of action.
Thank you.
I mean, it's inspired action. It's not just we're throwing spaghetti at the wall all the time, but we're doing the work of knowing what it feels like in our body to see, hear, smell a yes. And then to do the next step toward the yes.
Yeah.
You could have talked yourself out of it. You could
Oh,
have,
a
oh
hundred
my
times.
gosh, this is amazing, but my husband would never go for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you like actually had the conversation
We
and
did.
you had it at the same time, and that you both recognized that something was happening here, like that was good, that was clearly going to be the next right yes for you because you were both feeling it at the same time. What a gift.
It's true.
Does that happen often for you guys?
To some degree, sometimes it takes a little convincing. One has to convince the other, but we've jumped off a few cliffs together and been successful. So,
I love it.
and it's fun. And the most fun thing about it is having a project to do together, for sure.
Right.
And my husband's an engineer and I'm a creative. And so, he says he's director of operations and I'm director of sales and marketing. And it's a good fit. It's a
Oh
good
my
fit because I want
gosh.
nothing to do with cleaning the kegs and, he wants nothing to do with picking the decor for the shelves. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. And just so everybody knows, these units are so darling. They're made in Italy. Is that correct?
Right.
And it's the same vehicle that when I was in Malindi a couple of years ago in Kenya, that is the tuk tuk. It's
Yeah.
how they were getting us around. But for years, I've been following an account on Instagram out of North Carolina that has this champagne bar that they go to weddings. And that's when I decided, ooh, I need a mobile champagne bar. I mean, I am a mobile champagne bar, but I need this one because it's really cute and have the awnings and all the
It's so
things.
cute. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's actually the same company that makes Vespa.
Yes.
So it's like essentially a scooter. We had ours converted to electric, so it can go inside, and it's a lot easier upkeep being electric. But they were originally founded in like just after World War II in Italy for delivering supplies around the little narrow streets of Italy. So it's this, and they haven't changed much since then.
They're so cool. So, do you mind sharing just how that process is? So, you identified a vendor and then he had one left in the batch. And then what happens from there?
Yeah, so we talked to a vendor. It was the same one that our friends of friends in New Jersey had used, and they do a lot of them, the ones that are used across the states.
So, they manufacture and they have the business of renting them out?
Well, they do, coincidentally, but it was a different company. So we were connected to this company similar to ours in New Jersey, and they had used this manufacturer in New Jersey,
Got it.
who also the owner of that has his own trucks. So, which is I think how we got into it. But they import the truck itself, and then they customize it to put the bar cabinet basically on the back of it and put the taps in and all those sorts of things. But we had a lot of options and choices of, what color we want it to be and what, do we want wood, what we want the bar to look like, tile, and lots of things, kinds of the way it opens and the doors and the kind of taps. And we spent a lot of time looking at what other people had done and, sort of noting our likes and dislikes. Thankfully, we agreed on most of them, my husband and I, so it wasn't too hard. So we knew pretty quickly what we wanted and what we wanted it to look like and how we wanted it to function. And so, yeah, so then we said yes to that one last unit, and it was about 4 months, 3.5 months manufacturing. And we took that time to, get everything else up and running and do our branding and our logos and, figure out all the other things that you don't think about when you decide to buy a wine truck, like the 5 kinds of insurance and
Right.
the permits and we need a trailer because we can't drive this thing at 15 miles an hour down the highway. So we had to buy a trailer, and then where do we park the trailer? And I always say it's kind of like that if you give a mouse a muffin story when
Yes.
you're kids.
Yeah.
If you give a couple a picture of a wine truck, they're going to want to buy it, and then they're going to need
Right.
a trailer to go with it. And so we've been doing all those things.
Just so exciting. And so at the time of this recording, that's like 5 months from getting pictures from a graduation party.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that sometimes we think that we are allowed to dream our dreams but not have them, or we're allowed to dream our dreams and have them, but it's going to take a long time. But that doesn't have to be the way that it is. Like, you
Yeah.
have the idea and take the inspired action and have all the cooperative components fall together. And then for me, what that says about your business is that, of course, it's going to be successful. Of course, it's going to connect you with amazing people as you are a part of epic celebrations in their existence. And of course, the ripple effects of all of these things are going to be great, because all of that cannot happen in the beginning to set you up to lose all your money and get in a car accident, like all the things. Like, that's just not how that story goes.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Yeah.
No, it's
No, but
true.
I have to believe. Yes, I agree.
It's true. Like, all of our listeners here, I know you and I have never had an actual conversation besides DMs on Instagram, but we all know that we are the deliberate creators of our experience.
Mhm.
And you guys are too. And this is so beautiful and fun and celebratory. And I love even the cooperative components that came together that connected us.
Right?
I
Okay.
mean, of course, it's because my phone is listening to me, because I was sitting in the hair salon telling my hairstylist of yet another dream that I want. And I said, I want this champagne cart. And then she left my hair to process the color, and I opened Instagram, and you came across my feed.
It's crazy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, for listening and then giving me what I want.
Well, truth be told, I actually sought you out too because I was
Oh,
looking
yay.
at venues in the area and you're beautiful and barn venues in particular, and you popped up. So it
Perfect.
was Mark Zuckerberg. I think it was me coming after you at the right time. So we
We're
were,
made for each other.
yes,
I'm so glad. I don't
I
care
know.
how sometimes I just pick up my phone and say, I would really love cute shoes with arch support. And then all of the ads for the cute shoes with arch support come up, which is so great because it's what I want.
It's true.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you've made the decisions, you chose all the bar elements. Again, we're getting a little technical because I'm actually taking notes.
Yeah.
So, what is the capacity of this vehicle? Like, how many taps and what does that even mean?
So we chose 5,
Okay.
but it's fairly customizable. You can do, I mean, I think 5 or 6 on a side is probably the most you can do, but some people do the back as well. So we chose to just do one side, but some
Right.
people go around the back. So you could probably have a couple more if you wanted to.
I want three.
Yeah. The inside, I was going to say, it would be kind of hard to manage that on the inside. The
Mhm.
back side where we keep all the equipment is fairly small. So yeah, you can choose how many. So we picked 5. We figured, that's a couple of cocktails and a mocktail and a beer and a wine sort of thing.
So it's not just something that is in a keg that gets connected to it.
We can put anything in a keg. So we can pour bottles of wine into
My
the keg.
mind is
Yeah.
blown. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Wait, we can put anything we want. Oh,
Yeah.
this is
So
so
we
good.
use cocktail kegs. And so we literally can mix cocktails on our own and then just pour them into the keg. So we can tap cold brew, we can tap lemonade, we can do Italian sodas, we can do any kind of cocktail or mocktail, we can do espresso martinis.
Oh my gosh, you guys, world domination.
Right?
We're going to be so hydrated for our hatching our big plans. Oh my gosh, I love that. Again, my entrepreneurial mind is on overdrive today, but I love that because of the flexibility of where you take your cart.
Exactly.
Like you can be at Teacher Appreciation Day
Right.
and do coffees for the teachers while you are also advertising that this is what all the teachers want on the last day of school as well,
Yeah.
maybe not in the school parking lot.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, it's very, very, very good. How has the marketing been? How's business coming in? How is this going as you start up?
Good. So, I mean, we had our launch
Right.
party a week and a half ago,
Yep.
and we just went live with our website a week and a half ago. So we kind of had done all the back end work, but we needed a truck to be able to take pictures of it, and you can't
Mm-hmm.
really sell it without pictures of it. So we're just kind of hitting the ground running with that. We're getting a ton of interest. I
I bet.
think we're about to book our first event this afternoon.
Congratulations.
So hopefully that solidifies. We weren't really anticipating doing much till spring. So doing a holiday event is a huge bonus. So we're excited about
Right.
that. And then we are connecting with a lot of caterers and event venues and realtors because it's great for real estate open houses. And so I'm
Mhm.
having a lot of really amazing conversations and there's a ton of interest. So it's like, it's about to, the tumbleweed is growing. I think
For sure.
it's about to explode. So
For
yeah, we're
sure.
feeling really, really good.
I love the real estate angle
Yeah.
because it's great for open houses. And then, of course, whoever buys wants you to come back for their housewarming. And
Exactly.
then, whatever house they buy, they want you to come to that housewarming.
Exactly.
That was really smart.
Plus, it's kind of it's a nice event because it's the middle of the day, and it's a great way to meet people. So we're excited about those.
That's really good. Are there any other sectors that you're tapping into? Obviously, I think people think, oh, well, weddings. I was a wedding planner for 30
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
So, like, I get that that's where our head goes, but we live in Massachusetts and weddings are seasonal. It's great that you chose electric so you can go inside the building.
Right.
And, there are a lot of other industries and markets to tap into. So, what are you excited about in addition to realtors? Because I think that's such a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, there's the whole holiday party and corporate party brand activations and brand launches I've seen used a lot, right? You can actually decorate the truck. You can put your logo all over the truck. You can, there's a lot of things you can do. So that's a fun thing to do kind of in the off season. That's sort of where we're focused. And I have a feeling we'll kind of end up moving in sort of one, probably
Right.
direction more so than the rest. And I don't know, we'll see. That remains to be seen what that is. I mean, open houses we could do and also do weddings because it could be a daytime, nighttime kind of thing. So,
Hmm.
but I've seen a lot of these trucks being successful with corporate marketing and brand activations, corporate events, rolling into the lobby and employee Fridays, things like that. So there's lots of ideas and opportunities.
Oh, it's very fun. And it's nice to be creative and not just niche into the more obvious market of weddings
Right.
because that gets saturated really quickly.
Yeah.
Then one of the things that is on my heart of my dreams, besides my champagne cart, that I'm not going to take anywhere else. It's just going to be here when people have events at the Phineas Wright House. But I also want a chateau in France. And it's so fascinating because quite a few of the chateaus on the market and that have been sold in recent years have been for wedding venues.
Mm,
And as a former wedding planner, I am interested in not doing weddings. And I think that it's really wise because the market is so much larger for people not getting married than
true.
for people getting married.
True.
So I love that you're able to use your creativity there as well. Now, what fills your day when you're not thinking of where you can park the getaway bar?
So I actually have owned and operated my own marketing agency for 24 years, something like that, 25 years. So that's my day job. And it has helped with the getaway bar because I know how to do all that sort of stuff.
Great.
So yeah, so full service marketing communications, primarily in business to business. So I've been doing that a long time. I was virtual before virtual was a thing.
Right.
We were a virtual agency, and now everyone's like, oh, now I get it, how you don't have offices and things like that. But yeah, it's been great. And it allows me a lot of flexibility and allowed me a lot of flexibility when my kids were young and working for myself has been an amazing thing. And
Ah.
so,
Oh, it's so good. Now, how have you seen markets change over the last 25 years? You've got the invention of social media and all of this internet marketing. And how has that really, what have you seen stayed the same? And what have you noticed changed and for the better or for worse?
yeah, well, the goals are always the same, right? We need to fill the pipeline. We need to get our brand out there. So it's the same conversation with how do I do it? How do I find a unique way to reach my audience? Can you invent a new medium? I get a lot of that, right? I don't want to do, print or digital. What else can I do? Like,
Right.
well, I can play a blimp, but it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you can offer them a decal on the
on the
getaway
getaway
bar.
bar, it's
There
true.
you go.
But the thing that's changed is obviously the move towards digital. When I started out, we were doing tons of print advertising and magazine ads and direct mail, and now it's almost everybody is doing almost all digital. And the problem with that is it's just so oversaturated, and it's so hard to capture attention. From your own behavior, right? Like how much do you actually read the ads on the page versus like scrolling past them? So it's very hard. It's a big challenge to get eyeballs digitally and to get, and you're successful if you get a 0.5% click rate. That's considered good. When I get a 0.05% click rate, we're like, woo, that was successful. And you think about that, it's a pretty tiny number. So that's the challenge for sure. And everybody's looking for new and creative ways to do digital, but you're still up against everybody else doing the same thing. So that's for sure the biggest
Right.
change. And AI, of course, I mean, it's helped my job in a lot of ways. It's really interesting, but it's also going to take away a lot of jobs, I think. So
Mm.
figuring out how to work cooperatively with AI is going to be the way to go.
And there really is also no workaround connection and connecting people with their products and then products that provide solutions to problems and just continuing to tell the story of how your product helps your client save the day.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
This is really lovely. And I'm happy to let everybody know that is local that they can have your fabulous wine truck on their property for their party or in their business. But what else do you want people to know?
Yeah, I think just, saying yes is it's, you have the power, right? And one of the first times that I said my husband and I have jumped off a cliff before when we were first married. We used to talk about, oh, well, I should quit my job and travel the world. Wouldn't that be fun? We should quit our job. And you just kind of imagine it, but you think that's never actually going to happen. Well, we actually did it.
Yay!
We did it. And we quit our jobs and we traveled the world for 7 months and before having kids and all that. And it was the greatest thing we ever did. And other people look at us and say, oh, I wish I could do that. And we're like, you can. You can.
Mhm.
You just have to understand that you can and you have the power to say yes.
That's so cool. I'm glad you guys did that. And I, of course, know that we can. But
Yeah.
when you are in those kinds of conversations with your friends and they're like, "Well, yeah, that must be nice, but we could never do that." What do you say to them?
I say, why not? What's stopping you?
And then if they say, "Well, the kids are in school and whatever, like my job would never let me do that."
Quit your job. There'll be another one when you come back, If you're good,
Yes,
if you're
yes,
good at what you
and
do,
yes.
if you're good at what you do, if you're good at,
Right.
then,
I love you.
I
That's exactly what I say too, because there is, we can lobby for our limitations all day long, or we can live the life that we want to live and trust that everything that we need is waiting on the other side of courage.
Life's an adventure, right? Take it up.
Yes, it's so good. Oh my gosh, you must have amazing kids.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I bet. Did they go far in their leaving the nest
So I
or
have one. So I have a freshman and a senior in college, and my
okay.
senior is in Pennsylvania, so he's not terribly far. And
Okay.
freshman went to Colorado, and
Wow.
she's an adventurer, and she's out there skiing already. And yeah, at time of filming, it's November, so not a lot of people skiing yet, but she's out there and having a blast. So
Oh my gosh. How fun to watch them. They must
it
be
is
inspiring to you as well.
really fun, and they're future tap tenders. I think,
Cool.
yeah, I'm gonna get them on board. Although
Right.
my son's about to enter the real world of he has a job, and so I'm not sure how much we'll get to hire him, but he's our biggest fan. So
I'm so glad. And I think it's so funny based on all of this beautiful, high vibe adventure, following your bliss lifestyle that you lead, that you just referred to him getting a job as the real world.
that's true. That's true.
Right? That's so
That's true.
funny. It's like, wait a minute. You're living the real world with a capital R, and he gets to have whatever experience he's going to have, but hopefully he will be able to pull from what's been modeled for him by you guys and not get sucked into whatever nonsense and lack is
True.
going on in those other places called jobs.
And we are international adoption buddies too.
We are.
Mhm.
I love us.
Yeah.
That's so
And
fun. Tell me more.
my daughter, who's out in Colorado, was brought to us from China in 2007.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's when I signed up.
It was a long, yeah.
10 years. I was 10 years in the queue.
So we were three, which
Mhm.
sounds really short, but when we signed up, it was supposed to be one.
Right. When I signed up, it was 8 to 12 months. Yeah.
We felt like the horse chasing the carrot, right? Like
Uh-huh.
every time we got a month closer, it got a month longer for like a
Yes.
year. Yes.
Yes. Oh
Mm.
my gosh. I'm so happy to know this.
Yeah.
This is great. How was that process for you with waiting longer than you thought you had to wait?
It was hard. We made some amazing friends in
Yeah.
that process through waiting families groups. And so we became really, really close friends with some families in the same process that our kids are now have grown up together. So that's really fun. We were lucky enough at the time that we had our son. So we were sort of busy and focused, so had a distraction, whereas some of our friends were awaiting their first child,
Hmm.
which was that much harder. So it was hard. I mean, it was
Yeah.
hard, but I was felt lucky that we at least had something else to focus on in the time.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. We outlasted all of our travel
Yeah,
buddies. Like they just I don't even know what happened to them, but there was nobody in our travel group by the time we got to go.
that's unbelievable.
I
10
know.
years. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
We applied in 2006, sent our dossier in November, and then our login date was January 6th of 2007. And then we didn't get our referral until December 17th of 2015, 16. And then we traveled that next March.
Our login date was November 30th, 2005.
Yeah.
She was born November 30th, 2006,
Oh,
and we traveled early December 2007.
isn't it amazing how all of those things work out? Even in the queue for as long as I was, Amelia's birth date is my dad's birthday.
Oh my gosh.
I
That's really cool.
know. It's so beautiful.
And what province is she from?
She's from Dongguan.
Okay.
Yeah, what about your daughter?
Gansu?
Okay, I
I
have
don't know.
no idea where that is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's north,
Yeah, it's like
central.
I only know where I
I
needed to
know.
go.
Right.
And
Have you gone back or do you?
no, not yet. She's about to turn 12. At the time of this recording, she's already 12. Or air date, I should say. And she wants to. So I'm like, I'll go anywhere you want to go.
We
Yeah.
did. We went back. She was 10. I think she was 10 when we went back.
Mm,
11 maybe. Yeah. And
how was that?
it was great. It was great. We went with four other families. We planned our own trip.
Okay.
Hired a travel agent that specialized in that sort of thing. And it was amazing. It was a fabulous trip. And we got to meet her foster family.
Oh my
She had
gosh.
been fostered, so that was incredibly special. And yeah,
Right. And you did not meet them when you went and got her. Okay. Did
right.
you go to the orphanage?
Yeah.
We
So we
didn't
had gone to
either.
the capital city of her province and
Hmm.
they brought them from, so they had taken her out of from the foster family, brought her back to the orphanage for I think a couple of days, and then
Yeah.
the orphanage nannies brought her down
Yeah.
to the capital. And so, but we had pictures of the foster because we sent over, and you might have done this too, sent over
Right.
like the
All
digital
the
camera, the
extras.
little
Yep.
cameras. Yeah.
Yep.
And so we had pictures of her foster family, and this travel agent that we hired was able to help us track them down, which was amazing.
I love that.
Yeah. And so we went and spent a day with them
Oh,
and saw where she had lived. It was really cool. It was
oh
really,
my
really
gosh. We did not get to go to the orphanage either. They just brought her to
yeah.
some building.
Right.
And but she was never fostered and she was 2.
Okay.
And it was so fascinating because I didn't know that some of the kids are in foster families until it was getting really close. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know which one I want. Do I want
Yeah.
her to have been fostered or like, will that be more painful to be taken away? I mean, oh my gosh, there's so many for me, just all of these thoughts and what if and oh my gosh and oh, is she going to be mad? Like all these things. And then you get them and you're like, oh my gosh,
Oh.
there are no problems in the
Yeah.
world. This is all good. It's all so good. She's a total unicorn. I'm can't even imagine my life without her.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Us too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's how they do it over there.
Right.
So good. Well, that will be interesting. I'm going to revisit that with Amelia to see when she wants to go. I don't know if I mean, she asked if we a long time ago if we would be able to find her Chinese parents. And I said, if they want to be found, I will find them.
Leah's never asked. She doesn't want to. She has no. And we talked about it a little bit because there were people hanging up signs in the hometowns and things like that.
Oh, wow. Can you say more about that for our listener?
Yeah, so there is a movement now, I think, to find for a lot of kids that want to find their birth parents. And so one of the ways they do that will to take pictures of themselves and make flyers and hang them up in the areas where they were found. Because in China, it's illegal to put a baby up for adoption. So we don't
Hmm.
have any family information. So, but we know,
And illegal to abandon, and illegal to be pregnant, and
yes, oh,
all
yeah,
the
all the
things.
things.
Yes.
But most of them have a finding spot, which is where they were found. And so
Mhm.
for our daughter, it was at the gate of the orphanage, but sometimes it's on the steps of the library
Right.
and so there are families who are going back and hanging up signs with pictures of their, like infant pictures of their child, in hopes that somebody will recognize them. And it has happened. I mean, it's rare. I think and there's more with 23andMe and things like that. There's more
Right.
digital DNA connections happening and there's Facebook groups. Yeah, our daughter has not
Wow.
expressed an interest in that yet. She loved meeting her foster family, and maybe that was enough
Yeah.
for her, and having a little bit of an idea of where she spent her first year.
Right.
And we were lucky. It's not terribly common to have kids who are fostered. There are some U.S. based programs that
Hmm.
allow that to happen, and they're only in certain areas. And
Right.
I feel lucky that she had that. One of the things they say
Right.
is for although it's sad for them, you know that the child knows how to love and be loved.
Right. The attachment.
But the whole
Yes.
attachment thing
Mhm.
is very real. And so while
Yes.
they might be sad, they understand that connection versus having to kind of build up walls. So,
Right. And, like I said, when you're going into it, you don't know what it's going to be like.
right.
And the things that we did know, because the information's quite limited, of course, is that, well, she was healthy. That's why it took so long because
Mm,
they were making all of those changes. And then if you wanted a child from the special needs program, that line was really short.
Mm.
But if you wanted a healthy child, you were waiting. So
Right.
we were waiting. And I think because she wasn't requiring extra attention, she wasn't getting extra attention, right? Because I mean, they're completely outnumbered. I get it. And according to her paperwork, she was a little bit sassy. And which I was like, yay,
Bring
bring
it on.
it. Like, you, anyone without a broken spirit, like, please, that's my kid. So I think that those things that were making her not a delight in a room full of a lot of kids and not a lot of help made her a super good fit for me.
It's awesome.
So, yeah, that was really great. Mm. Yeah, it's interesting to reflect back on that time. We're just about, well, when this airs, we'll be a week away from celebrating 10 years home. Yeah. Oh, it's
Approaching
amazing.
18. We'll be 18 years in a couple
Wow.
weeks. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's all so good. What big, beautiful, full lives we have
Right.
and in common. So
I know.
fun. I
So if
love
Amelia
that.
ever needs an older
Thank
mentor,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. And when you went, did you start in Beijing and then go to the Jade Factory and
Yes.
all the
Yeah. We did
things?
Beijing. We saw the Terracotta Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to her province. And then we went to
Guangzhou.
eventually no, we didn't go to
Okay.
Guangzhou. Not the second. Are you talking second trip or first
No,
trip?
the first one.
Oh, first trip, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Then we ended up at Guangzhou.
Yeah.
Second trip we did all the touristy things.
They had us start in Beijing and do some touristy things
Right.
and go to the Jade Factory and then tell us the tradition about the jade bracelet. And I don't know if they told you that. I think, who knows if only
Sales
white
pitch.
ladies wear the jade bracelet every day until, but Amelia has never known my arm to not have this bracelet.
Oh.
So I
Did you
love
have squeaky
that.
shoes?
We did not have squeaky shoes.
No squeaky shoes? Oh, that went away.
Mm.
So that was the big thing in Guangzhou. They sold these little like toddler shoes and they had squeakers in them. And so
Okay.
all walk, when they learn to walk, would all be walk around with squeaky shoes. And we
Oh
came
my gosh.
pairs and pairs of squeaky shoes, which very quickly drive you insane. And then you take,
Right. I'm so glad.
but they're cute.
I'm glad I missed that trend.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Did
That's a
you
good
go,
one.
did you stay at the White Swan?
No, it was under construction. We were
Oh,
at the Marriott,
okay.
but it was so fascinating because in that breakfast room, there was one section had, maybe 3 or 4 tables of Chinese businessmen, and then there'd be a small section of tourists, and then the whole back of the room would be like 70 tables of white people with Chinese babies. It's like, oh, okay. The
True.
first morning was rough because I didn't know where I was supposed to sit. It's like I've been waiting to sit in this room, but I don't have my baby yet. But then it was very easy to know. So it was fun. Even though we didn't travel with anybody in our group, we made so many friends while we were there.
Right.
Oh my gosh, so fun. I
I
have
know.
loved this conversation. I love
You.
that we have things in common from the past and from our futures. So, so fun. Please
Sure.
tell everyone where they can find and follow you and how they can book the Getaway Bar for their next event.
Yeah, so we are at thegetawaybar.co. So thegetawaybar.co, easiest place to find us. We're also on Instagram at the.getawaybar and Facebook at the Getaway Bar. We would love the follow and we would love, you can book us online. There's a super easy lead form that get the ball rolling, and graduation parties and bridal showers and bachelorette parties and weddings and holiday parties and
Thursday.
others. Yeah, there we go. And we would love to serve you.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
very fun.
You are very fun. Well, we will link all of that in the show notes. But thank you so much, Marile. I have loved this conversation.
Me too. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. I hope you enjoyed that conversation as much as I did. As always, any links or notes mentioned can be found at phineaswrighthouse.com in the podcast section of our site or in the show notes below. And if you haven't connected with me personally, come find me on Instagram at Phineas Wrighthouse and let me know you listened to this episode. I'd love to get to know you. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I know your days are full, and I'm really grateful that you chose to spend some of your precious time right here. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any of these delightful conversations. I'll see you next week.